Okay, I think we are live now. Yeah, I think we are live now. All right, let me double check on everywhere. I think we are live. All right, good morning, everybody. Let me know if you can see us. Let me know if you can see us, hear us. I'm checking on my Facebook. Um, can you see it on your page or something? Okay, let me check YouTube. I think we are live. All right, good morning. Let us know if you can see us, hear us. I'm trying to check. All right. Just saw it on is on. Can see us. All right. So we are on LinkedIn. I think it's delaying sharing on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, looks good and sound good. Okay, where are you watching from? I can't see it anywhere yet. Dr. Fit, where are you watching from? It's not showing on my Facebook. Is it showing the community? Good morning, everybody. If you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. We might be having some little technical difficulty, but we're going to figure it out. We have the amazing Brittany Sherrill already ready to bring in some good nuggets. Yeah, so I just want to make sure that we are streaming in multiple platforms, but so far I'm not seeing it. So bear with us. We're going to figure it out. Let me text my team. Okay, seems like we are only on YouTube. So let me see. All right, so send me the link on YouTube so I can post it on the group because it's not going on the group. Okay, I think it's on YouTube. Okay, so it's showing on my personal YouTube page. Share. Get this link. All right, welcome everybody. Yeah, I think it's only showing on my personal YouTube. So I'm sharing the link everywhere now. Right. Let me go to. Join us live. Yeah, so Brittany, I'm just sharing the link to the community page, but it's not streaming to multiple platforms like it's supposed to do. So I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not streaming to multiple platforms. Okay, what I'll do, let me hand it and start it right back and see. No, that might mess up things. Who knows? All right, so we just it's having trouble streaming to Facebook. One second. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna stream. Okay, it's also streaming on the Vonza page on YouTube. Let me check the Vonza Facebook page. Mm, okay. Yeah, it's only streaming on YouTube. It seems. Um, why? Mm, okay, it's also streaming on on LinkedIn, but that's just about it. It's not streaming to Facebook. All right. Good morning, everybody. I think we're only streaming to YouTube. For whatever reason, it's not able to stream live to Facebook. So just bear with us. We're still going to go ahead and have a great summit. So yeah, it's not streaming to Facebook. Maybe Facebook having a problem or something. Um, all right, so we're just going to get started. All right, so let's get started now because if I end the stream, I don't know if it might just mess up the link for everybody else. But we're just gonna get started. We're streaming right now on YouTube, definitely, but it's not streaming to Facebook. So those of you on Facebook, you just have to probably watch the replay or something. So I want to say good morning to everybody. Welcome to the Vonza Creator Summit. We're excited to have you today. I have the amazing Brittany Cheryl. She's going to be giving some really good information. She's actually one of my favorite coaches and creators, you know. And
What?
she's doing awesome things. That's why every time I get a chance or an opportunity, I'm always reaching out to her. I was like, hey Brittany, can you speak? Because she's dope. I mean, she gives so much value. So how you doing today, Brittany?
I am fantastic. How could I not be with such a great introduction? I appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulty. We're only streaming, it seems, only to YouTube. There's a problem streaming to Facebook, but we're going to be able to show the replay to those who are not able to catch us on Facebook, you know. So tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started today. Then I'm going to let you kind of take the floor.
Okay, so I am Brittany Sherrill, and I am an educator at heart. I taught middle school as well as higher level elementary for almost a decade. And one of the things that I realized was I was able to transfer those skills and do meaningful work even outside of my 9 to 5, which is what led me to coaching, and it is just something I truly enjoy doing. And so today, even with us talking about creating your course curriculum or your course outline, all of those things are threaded through what I just already was doing naturally and doing well, but being able to help other people create businesses and lifestyles that allowed them to show up in a way that was fulfilling is so important to me. So I'm always super excited to share about the personal side of it as well as the professional side of taking that journey.
Awesome. All right. So I'm going to get out of your way. So you have 25 minutes to share some really good, awesome information. Then we're going to do some Q&A, okay?
Okay, awesome. So, good morning, everyone. I'm super excited to be here with you all and sharing 3 steps to crafting your course or coaching curriculum. If you have a course already, drop a one in the chat. If you're thinking about creating a course or a coaching program, drop a two in the chat just so I know who is in the room. But regardless of which category you fall into, you will be able to gain something from today. Now, one of the things I believe in is keeping things super simple and making sure that it's easy to implement. Okay. So, my goal is that you'll be able to walk away from today knowing exactly how to craft your course or coaching curriculum. Okay. Take it, basically demystifying it, I guess, because it can seem like it's this huge undertaking and it doesn't have to be. So I already shared a little bit about my who and my why. I'm very passionate about helping employees evolve into entrepreneurs by turning their expertise into a high impact course or coaching program. I want to jump right into 3 myths about creating your curriculum. Okay. We got to break this stuff down so we can move forward. Okay. So, one of the biggest myths that people have about creating a course, a coaching program, curriculum is that you have to be an academic. You have to have an academic background. No, 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 no. God has given each and every one of you some natural gifts and abilities that serve the world in a great way. You are able to take that experience, that expertise, and turn it into a pathway or a gateway for other people to follow through in order to achieve the result that they desire. So if you've ever thought that, just wipe it out of your head. In fact, 30% of entrepreneurs only have a high school degree, which means that if you've had this idea that you're not educated enough or you don't have enough letters behind your name or whatever, get rid of that, okay? Get rid of it because it has no purpose of service to you, okay? And so the second myth is that your content has to be super long. This is actually a huge mistake that I see a lot of times when people are creating course or coaching program content. They feel like it has to be, every module or every lesson has to be an hour long or it has to be an hour and a half or whatever. This is the exact opposite of what effective teaching and learning looks like, honestly. So your content does not have to be super long. I remember one of my clients telling me when she was signing up for one of my coaching programs and she was asking like, how much time does it require on a weekly basis? And I was telling her, the amount of time. And she was like, well, I'm a little concerned because you're telling me your modules are typically 15 minutes or less. I'm just not sure I'm going to get everything I need. But how many of you know how frustrating it is to sit through an hour of stuff and now you got to try to think that what did I actually just watch? What were my key takeaways? And then you actually feel like you walked away with a lot of fluff. The truth is, you want to keep it simple and straightforward because my desire is for my people to get results. And if I'm just giving you a whole bunch of fluff and I'm talking for an hour long just to make it sound good, that does not mean you're actually going to be able to actively walk away and implement and get results. I'm going to give you what you need to go and get results. That is the mindset you want to have when you are creating your curriculum. It does not need to be long, okay? Just a little bit of learning pedagogy for you. The average adult has a maximum attention span of about 20 minutes. Okay, so when you inundate people with a whole bunch of information, just know they are not going to be able to retain all of that information, even if they seem like they are engaged. Okay, they're not going to retain most of it. The other beautiful thing about having content that is really considered micro learning is that your people are able to actually, if you have a 20-minute or 15-minute lesson, they can typically set aside 30 minutes to an hour that day to sit down, listen to it, and listen to it multiple times if need be without them taking up their entire day. Because oftentimes people need to listen to things multiple times in order for it to actually saturate, okay? For it to actually be ingested in a way that they can implement. And the third myth that I want to talk about is that thinking it's expensive and you'll need 10 different tools to smoothly package your curriculum on the back end. Sometimes it can feel intimidating, feeling like you have to learn a whole bunch of different tools in order to make it work. And that is not true. Okay? That is not true. It's a myth. So right here in your face. Vonza. If you're thinking you need all these multiple tools, Vonza, I actually use Vonza. Vonza has practically everything you need in one place. So that is the thing. A lot of times people will try to piece together a whole lot of different softwares. And I'm guilty. I did it in the beginning. But what I found out was I became way more effective when I was able to find a tool that was multifaceted in a way where I only had to learn one tool, and anybody on my team who was helping me out or working behind the scenes, they also only had to learn that one tool instead of learning all of these different, if we want to sell this thing, they got to learn this platform. If we want to do this thing, they got to learn this platform. That creates a whole lot of chaos and really shoots down your productivity when you are trying to learn all of these different softwares. Vonza is right there, ready and available, a great software that allows you to do basically everything you need for your course or coaching program in one place. Okay. All right, so in the chat, I want you to drop in the chat which of those three myths do you feel like has held you back? Was it number one? Drop one in the chat if you felt like you had to be an academic. Drop two in the chat if you felt like your content needed to be super long. Maybe you're somebody who doesn't like to be on camera for long periods of time. Cool. Or number three, you thought it'd be expensive and you would need a whole bunch of different tools in order to run this course or coaching program effectively. Just drop that in the chat for me. And it's a safe place. Okay. Ain't nobody judging you. It's a safe place here. Okay. Because truth be told, many of us have experienced all of those at some point. Okay. At some point. So I see y'all in the chat. Virginia in the house. Okay. Yes, I see a two in the chat. Okay. It's a safe place, y'all. It really is a safe space, all right? Because like I said, most of us have probably dealt with those all at some point. All right, the three keys to effective course or coaching curriculum, okay? Three keys. If you have not pulled out a pen and paper or whatever, now is the time to do it. However you take notes best. It's time to get it in, okay? All right. Number one, deliver your content in a chronological order. All right, deliver your content in a chronological order. Sometimes people skip this. It is easy to kind of just rethink what are the steps that people need to take in order to get the desired results. So if you're a fitness instructor and you promise to show people how to lose 10 pounds, like sometimes we are removed from the process. Maybe we did it a while ago and we're just thinking about all the things. Make sure it's in chronological order. Even in your process, you may have done some things out of order, but you realize had you done them in a different order, it would have made your process more effective. So as you are creating your content, definitely make sure you revisit it to ensure that you are delivering your content in chronological order. Because if you give them the steps out of the order, that is going to then impact the level of results they're able to get. Sometimes you think, well, I'm giving them everything they need, but is it in the proper order? Okay. So it may seem simple, but it can be a very easy oversight as well when you're creating your course or coaching curriculum. Okay. Number two, assume your client is starting from scratch. One of the mistakes that I see oftentimes is like, let's use the word marketing, for example. If you are teaching your clients, let's say your course or coaching program is about marketing and branding, you may be teaching them about marketing and branding, but do not assume that they have a shared vocabulary and definition for the words that you will be using in your course or coaching program. For instance, they may have been in other programs or taken other classes where marketing meant one thing, but in your program, marketing means something totally different. Assume your client is starting from scratch. So making sure you don't just start using certain jargon or language in your industry and assume that your clients know what it means, and assume what they know what it means in your world, in your environment. Okay? Assume that they are starting from scratch. One of the most frustrating things you could do is go to the doctor and they start talking to you about triglycerides or these other things that you have no idea, these words that you have no idea what they're talking about, right? You want them to talk to you in layman's terms. What does this mean? Cool. I need to increase my potassium intake. Got it. What do I need to be doing? Tell me what I need to be doing. How does low potassium impact me? What is potassium again? Maybe we did cover it in school, but I don't remember. You want to make sure you take time to give your clients the definitions of words and use language that is easy for them to digest, okay? Because we get excited about the stuff we do. We get excited about that, and we start using all the industry language and stuff, and a lot of times you can lose your people because you're talking above them, because you haven't taken the time to assume that they are starting from scratch. And if they aren't, it's just great review. And like I said before, they may have learned a different definition, and now they need to learn your definition of what that word or concept means. Now, the third thing is you want to consider multiple learning styles. My background is in special education. So, in a school setting, that means that when general education teachers may be able to kind of create a lesson for the day for the entire class, the students that I had been serving, they all had individual learning plans, because in that environment, you speak to the individual needs of each student. You want to do the same thing in your coaching program. It's not necessarily individualized, but you want to consider multiple learning styles. So what does that mean? That means maybe it's not having just the video in your course, but also just having that video transcribed, so that the learners who are more visual, perhaps they're able to just read it versus listening and watching a video, or just stripping the video of the audio and providing that in your course or coaching program, so that people who are audio learners and don't necessarily care to have to be sitting down to watch something can just listen to it on the go. So you want to make sure you are considering multiple learning styles, incorporating graphics, all of that sort of thing, to kind of serve people who have different learning styles. You don't want to miss out on your clients getting results just because they couldn't digest your teaching style. And the truth is, we have teaching bias. Oftentimes we teach the way that we like to be taught too, but that doesn't mean that our clients can always digest information the same way that we do. So you want to keep in mind, you have different learning styles present when you're creating your course or coaching program. Okay? All right, so here is your blueprint to building out your content. Okay? If that helped you, if that part helped you, where we just broke down, 3 keys, I want you to drop a yes in the chat if that has helped you. And then we're going to move into the blueprint to building out your actual content. Okay? Let's dive in. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is brainstorm the steps it will take your client to get from point A to point B. So in this example, I'm sharing, let's just say, you are a relationship expert, right? and you're teaching people how to heal from a toxic relationship and trust love again. Well, you've already thought about, okay, what are the steps? Because remember, we talked about in the beginning making sure your content is in a chronological order, right? So you thought through what the process is. If that's the transformation you give people, you teach them how to heal from a toxic relationship and trust love again. You want to think through each step of that process. And now you have 7 modules. You have 7 modules or 7 sections for your curriculum. If there are 7 steps, okay? Step 1 is module 1. It's as simple as that. Step 2 is module 2. You don't want to put like everything in one lesson. You have to break things down so that people can actually digest it and implement it. You don't have to overcomplicate the process. Think of the steps it takes for your person to get from point A to where you promise them they'll be at the end of your course or at the end of your coaching program. And each step equals a module. Okay? If you want to just keep it simple, each step is a module. So step 1 is module 2. Step 1 is module 1. Step 2 is module 2. So on and so forth. Okay? Don't overcomplicate. Do not complicate that part. Okay? All right. So keeping that in mind, you want to also make sure you understand that it doesn't just have to be step 1, module 1. Like maybe step 1 is multifaceted and there are multiple parts. So that one module can have subsections. And what I can say about Vonza, just, shameless plug because I use Vonza, but it makes it super easy to create those modules and those subsections for your courses and your coaching program content. Okay. So it that is just one way of doing things, but it doesn't mean that it has to always be that same way. Okay. All right. Step 2, for each one of your steps, you want to map out what the step is, why that step is important, and how your client can take action on it. So you've broken down your steps. You said there are 7 steps to heal from a toxic relationship and trust love again. Now you're like, okay, I got my 7 steps. I'm turning each step into a module. But what am I talking about in the module? That's what you're talking about. You're going to tell them what that step is. Step 1 is blah, 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 blah. This step is important because blah, 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 blah. Now, this is how you implement this step and give them something to do. This is important because, and this is like the basic structure of teaching even in the classroom, but people need to not only know what the step is, they need to know why it's important. When people don't understand the relevance of something, they just don't really respect it and they don't really take action on it. When you make it plain to them why it's important, which is why a lot of times in schools, whether college level or whatever level of academia we're talking about, oftentimes in the curriculum, they include real life situations. So, basic level, let's just say multiplication. They're not just going to give you these random multiplication problems. A lot of times they're going to give you some type of some type of scenario where you are in a real world scenario using multiplication. Okay? Because they have to make it make sense to you why it's important to even learn that skill, or else you're just not, you're psychologically not structured to really care about what this step is or to learn it at all. And then once you learn it, how do I go ahead and take this and put it into action? That is why people hired you to begin with. That is why they bought your course. That is why they signed up for your coaching program, is to get results. Okay? That's why they signed up. So you want to make sure you give them really easy ways to go ahead and just implement so that they can start getting results. If this is helping you, drop a 4 in the chat and just let me know that this is helping me so far. All right, And then step number three, add a top, add a bottom. We mapped out your 7 steps to heal from a toxic relationship and trust love again, right? We mapped out your 7 steps. We said step one is module one, step two is module two. And then we said each module, we're going to tell them what the step is, why the step is important, and how to take action. Now we're going to add a top and a bottom to the content. We're going to add a top and a bottom to the curriculum. That means before module one, you're going to have a welcome section. And it could be a module two, but it's a welcome. You're going to let them know what to expect in the program or the course or whatever, how to get the most out of it, all that good stuff. And then you're going to add a bottom, which is oftentimes your next step section. They've gone through the content now. What are their next steps? Or a wrap up section. Just kind of recapping everything, thanking them for trusting you to take them on this journey. But you want to add a top and a bottom. Once you do that, you have a full outline for your course or coaching program. You have your curriculum roadmap. And it's just that simple. It doesn't have to be super complicated. Okay, so just a quick recap. Creating your course or coaching program curriculum requires more strategy than it does supplies. Okay, it doesn't require you to have a whole bunch of different softwares, a whole bunch of different things going on. It requires more strategy and being very simplistic in your approach. Number two, avoid overwhelming your learner by ensuring that your content is concise, chronological, and considerate of learning styles. Concise, chronological, and considerate of various modes of learning styles. And then number three, effective curriculum requires creating a crystal clear path between your client's desires and the promised deliverable. Okay, so throughout the whole process, you want to make sure this is leading them to the promised deliverable, to the promised outcome, the promise. What was my promise, and how is this leading them directly to that promise? Some people get caught up on making really pretty courses, really pretty coaching programs, and then their content is subpar. People would prefer that you have basic basic graphics and absolutely extraordinary content on the inside. Okay, and it likely will impact the way you're able to show up and showcase what you have to offer. Because honestly, when you don't have a structure for the inside of your course or coaching program, a lot of times it directly impacts the confidence with which you talk about that course or talk about that coaching program. Like, you shy away from it. You almost get scared for somebody to actually sign up and buy your course or join your coaching program because you're like, child, I done got somebody, but what are they going to get? What are they going to say about this? Are they going to think it's enough? Now you have structure. Now you have structure. So I hope this has been helpful. And I guess we will jump into Q&As.
Okay, I think I'm on the stream now. Okay. Now that was so good though. Ah, I wish you would just kept going a little bit, honestly, because I was like, don't let us stop, don't let us stop, don't let us stop, you know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now you all can see why Brittany is one of my favorite coaches, creators, and really teacher, right? And it's so amazing that she was a former school teacher, right? And that style. And I'm not just saying this just because, you know, I mean, I'll say the same for everybody else that's going to come on, even though they're also dope in their own rights as well. You know, I've always just liked your teaching style. You're really breaking down, you really make it so simple because now a lot of people know how to really make things simple, right? Which is part of the problem today. A lot of people get overwhelmed because people just talk about creating a course, a YouTube product, and it just make people head spin. There's no step by step process, and I'm always a step by step kind of a person. Dr. Loretta said good teaching. Regina said good teaching. And I want to apologize to everybody too. We had unusual technical issue. Normally we could stream over 10 platforms, but right now we're only able to stream to YouTube, which is my personal page, and I think Vonza personal page is not allowing us to stream on live on Facebook. So hopefully we can fix it tomorrow. And I'm sure it kind of threw a lot of people off, but um, we're glad that we're also recording it so we can also get the replay to everybody who registered. So this was really, really awesome though. But Brittany, I want to kind of talk to somebody right now because, one of the things that really hold people back is not their knowledge. You said earlier that God has given every one of us a knowledge, a skill, an expertise, a story, right? Sometimes it's just about overcoming something, right? Maybe you went from being a drunkard to now you don't drink anymore. Now you can create a course or a coaching program or an ebook to help people overcome that. You don't have to go to school, be a PhD for that. But a lot of people really get stuck, right? Can you talk to people on how to unstuck in their mind so they can actually, put out this digital product and start making this digital money?
Yeah,
Then
I
also,
think
sorry,
one of
while you answer that question, anybody, if you have questions, please put it on the chat. And please go to Vonza community page and my page, and also to I posted on Britney's page as well. Share this video everywhere. Let them know that we're only streaming on YouTube today, okay? And please ask your question. There's about 2 minutes delay from question to when it really pops on the screen. So ask your question now so that Brittany can have time to answer those questions before she leaves. All right. So help us this morning. Help us. Take us to church now.
I just think we often get caught up in this idea that things have to be perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect to serve its purpose. One of the things that we have to acknowledge is like when we look at big brands and big businesses, we let's take Apple for example, okay? They jumped out there with an iPhone, right?
Mm-hmm.
They went into it knowing it was not going to be perfect. But what did
Mm-hmm.
they do? They put a plan in place to evolve that each model, each new version of that phone. So they gave us what they had and they committed to continually evolve it. You don't need to know steps A through Z. Maybe you only know the first three steps to get somebody out of a dark place or get someone
Mm-hmm.
from a specific situation that they are in. Give them steps one, two, and three. If that is what you are the master of, steps one, two, and three, then that is what you give to the world. And as you evolve, so will your content, so will the services and products that you offer people. One of the things that I tell people and that I live by is execute, then evolve. Give
Mm.
yourself grace to execute first. Just do it. And then commit to evolving it and evolving yourself throughout the process. It does not need to be perfect to serve its purpose. And I think about the things that I have gone through and I just think like, man, what if I had somebody, what if somebody was bold enough to stand up and tell me how to get through that quicker?
Come
What if
on.
I didn't have to cry as many nights as I did? What if
Mm.
I didn't have to lose out on as much money as I lost out on? What if I didn't have to inadvertently set myself backwards? But I couldn't find my person at that time because they were probably battling with imposter syndrome or feeling
Right.
less than or inadequate. And I get it because y'all, there is content thrown at us all day, every day. You see the people who have these perfectly edited reels, and they do this eloquent storytelling through their
Come on now.
reels and
You
video
know how it goes.
content. But listen, it does not need to be perfect to serve its purpose. There are people who are attracted to your voice and
Mhm.
much more attracted to your voice than they are the vanity of what other people are providing. Don't get intimidated by the vanity of these pretty things that people are throwing out because God has placed people who are assigned to your voice.
Wow. Okay, all right. I'm okay. This is amazing. That is so amazing. Okay, we got time for like few more questions. Crystal just said, "Good morning. How would you suggest creating, considering learning styles, audio versus visual? So you prefer audio or visual? Which one would you recommend?"
A combination of both, and it does not have to be complicated. Even with the way Dr. Abraham has this set up, you have the visual component because you can see us, but then also even with the comments, he just pinned your comment up on the video, which
Mhm.
allows someone else to actually read this. He can take the replay and use a service like Descript or Rev.com and just transcribe the entire
Yeah.
video for someone who prefers to read the content versus actually watching a video. And these are things that can be done in minutes. Like you just take a
Mhm.
video you already have and send it to rev.com. I mean, there are plenty of transcription softwares online and services online that you could just use. What is another one? I can't think of it right
Yeah,
now.
I think the script, Rev, those are quite popular ones as well. There's a lot of them that can
Mm-hmm.
even transcribe for you. And also too, people will buy it. Most people really, they, even if it's a video course, a lot of people, they just listen to it, honestly, right? So to also add to what Brittany is saying, it doesn't matter. So again, that's why people get stuck because they overthink it. Should it be audio or video? It really don't matter, right? It could be an ebook. Who cares? The most important thing is that you're giving out value. You're giving out, you're helping somebody with your knowledge or your experience, right? It could be audio. Why not? People buy audio course. Now, you might not be able to sell it for thousands of dollars like you would want to sell a video course, but you can still sell it for a couple of hundreds of dollars, right? Depending on how good your content is and really the subject matter, right? So that's a good one. So it doesn't matter audio or video, just put it out there for people to get. And somebody said, clear pathway from desires to deliverable. Very good idea. Please, can you explain it?
Absolutely. And I just want to add to Krista J. And it may just be a booklet or a worksheet that accompanies your lesson because that's visual too. So it may be you may have some graphs or some charts that really break down the content of what you had in your video, and that's also a visual component as well. So just thinking about hearing, seeing, touching, reading. You know, how can you incorporate those things into what you have? And oftentimes it doesn't require you to create something new. It's just about using what you already have and translating it into a different mode, and creating a clear pathway from desires to deliverables. So sometimes, I mean, I don't know about nobody else, but I've invested a lot of money over the past few years of being in business, and I have taken courses sometimes where people go off on these tangents. And it's really easy to do when you're passionate about what you're doing and you
Right,
tell people information. Okay,
right,
stuff that is not going to get them results. So when I
exactly,
say from desired outcome to deliverables, like what I'm saying is, um, don't give them extra stuff. Give them what they need. And you may feel like people are going to feel cheated because you maybe it only took you 5 minutes in a video for one of your lessons to tell them what they actually need. They will appreciate that from you.
exactly.
Don't give them the fluff. Like, remember the structure I gave you. What is this step? Why is this step important? And how you can implement this step right now. That's what I mean. Keep it. Always ask yourself, if you tell them you're teaching them how to lose 10 pounds in 7 days, as you're making the content for that lesson, how is this directly impacting them being able to lose 10 pounds in 7 days? If I'm teaching them how to develop a loving relationship with their daughter, how is this specifically moving the needle towards them developing a loving relationship with their daughter? Whatever it is you promise them, you want to constantly use it as your compass to drive your content. If it's not directly impacting that, leave it out. You can talk about
Awesome.
that on your social media, you can
Yeah,
talk about
right.
it in your stories, all that stuff.
Awesome. All right, one more question. So this is from Dr. Loretta Guillory. How do you get people to interact with you when you post it? And this is really good question because that's something too that scares a lot of people. The marketing, the sales. And our next speaker, Erica, she's a chief marketing officer. So I know she's gonna be happy to also add some value to this as well. But Brittany, you quit being school from being a school teacher to course creator. I mean, obviously, you know how to sell. So, how can people sell? How do you get people to interact with your content?
You have to understand that you are serving them. And I always say, like, if I am on the way to work for a very important meeting, and then I have a tire blowout, I need my tire blew out. I need help. Okay, if this mobile tire service is available, and even if it is a premium price, I am not going to care that I have to pay for this tire if it's going to get me to work on time for this important meeting. I'm going to be grateful this service even exists. Okay, I'm going to be grateful that they offer a convenient service that meets me where I am and solves the problem I have in that moment. They're going to get me in and get me out back on their road in a jiffy. That's what I care about. That's what your people care about. And so when you're talking about marketing, a lot of times we have this misconception that we could just post about it one or two times and then people are going to buy. But Google did some research a while back, and I can't remember the exact statistics, but it was something like most of the time people need 7 hours of interaction across like 11 platforms or 7 platforms with 11 different touch points or something like that. So what that means is you have to keep showing up and talking about it, even when I don't care if nobody likes your
Come
post.
on
I
now,
don't care
that's
if
what I'm
it's
talking
like
about.
nobody is interacting, they are watching. I
Yeah.
remember one of an associate of mine, she was talking about when Michael Todd's book, his new book had came out a couple of years
Hmm.
ago. She was saying she meant to buy the book. She had already made a decision she was going to buy the book, but she kept forgetting to actually go to Amazon and buy the book because she would get
Wow.
distracted, get pulled away. And by the time she actually bought the book, she went to his page just to see how many times he had posted. Because every time he would post about that book, it would remind her, oh, you need to buy the book. He had posted about that book like 13 times at that point before she actually followed through on the purchase. If he had not consistently been posting, she may have kept forgetting. You cannot assume that people are not buying because they don't want it.
Woo.
You got to keep reminding people. You got to just keep reminding people and making sure they understand how this is going to make their life better. That's all you're doing is showing up and telling them how this is going to make their life or their business or their family, whatever the solution is you offer. That's all you're doing is reminding them of how this
Wow.
is going to help them.
And you gotta be consistent, right? You can't just look at what people say or not say, right? And the truth be told, and Brittany and even Erica can also agree to this too, because a lot of people are getting likes and comments doesn't mean they're making money. Sometimes they're just popular on social media, right? Some
Yes.
people are getting like 10, 20 clients, right? I don't want to put anybody out there right now, but I have a friend that is his page. I remember Marco Russo. He doesn't get like hundreds of likes in his page, but I know he make millions of dollars a year, right? Because he run
Yes.
ads and he has, an acquisition method of getting clients, but he doesn't get hundreds of likes. So don't let that stop you from saying, "Oh, I don't have get likes. I don't get people to comment on my stuff, so I'm not going to put out my digital product." Right? You just have to get that strategy. I've honestly made more money on DMs than even on people scrolling through my stuff, right? So that's a very good question. So, Brittany, one more thing before you go. What is the last germ you want to just put out right there? What's the one last heavy stuff you want to give to the people? Then after that, please tell them how they can find you, follow you. You have a website, you have a course, you have a coaching program, any links that you want us to promote today.
Yeah, I just want you to go and get better. Just go. Step one is go, and step two is get better. And step three is don't stop. The truth is, there are ebbs and flows. Whether you are working a job, whether you are running a business, there are ebbs and flows. So prepare yourself for that. Don't go into it just seeking out the flows, okay? In the meantime, you need to always be developing yourself and asking, how can I prepare myself and how can I prepare my infrastructure for the ebbs too? Do not equate ebbs of business when things dip or low or slow. Do not equate that with failure. When you look at the economy and a lot of the organizations that have these major layoffs and stuff, it's not because they are financially sinking. It's because they make decisions based off of projections. They have looked ahead and said, okay, if we keep the capacity we have right now, if we keep the amount of employees we have right now, in 3 to 5 years, we will be struggling financially. So I'm going to make decisions today to prepare for that. They don't equate that to failure. Okay, that is fuel. That is information they use to make decisions. So do not equate the ebbs of your business with failure. Go, get better, give yourself grace to execute, and then evolve.
Wow. Where can people find you? Yo, I told you she's dope. I told you she's amazing. I told you she's going to bring so much information and knowledge that's going to really help us today. Where can people find you? 'Cause I want everybody to follow Brittany, follow her on all social media, buy our course, buy our coaching program. I mean, buy our ebook, whatever she got. If I was you, today I'm going to make a purchase and buy something from her, because if she can give us this much in only about 30 minutes, imagine how much more she got that can really help you to launch or grow your business. So please give us the links, and how can people find you?
Yes, so I am Brittany Sherrill on all platforms. And if you go to mycoachingwebinar.com and use the code Vonza10 and be one of the first 50, you can get my $297 webinar on coaching decoded for free. So make sure you use that. And, if this helped you, please reach out to me. Send me a DM. Let me know that this helped you. I enjoy hearing from you all, and it definitely makes a difference to know when you are impacting lives for the better.
Yes, you definitely are. I want to make sure that the website is correct, mycoachingwebinar.com, right? And
Yes.
the coupon code is Vonza10, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So everybody go right now, write this link down, mycoachingwebinar.com, coupon code Vonza10 to get some savings and tap into the amazing knowledge and mind of Brittany Sherrod. Thank you so much for coming, and I appreciate you, and I'll be talking with you soon, okay?
Absolutely. Take care.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Everybody, we're so glad you are here. Again, we had technical difficulty earlier, so we kind of started a little bit late. But that link is right there. I'm going to keep it on for a little while. Mycoachingwebinar.com. We're not able to stream on Facebook, and a lot of people are a little confused about where they're going to watch it from. But the good news is that we're able to stream on YouTube right now. But I'm sure that by tomorrow, Facebook or wherever is the problem, the technical issue will be fixed. But I have the next speaker. She's here. I'm just going to bring her up. I was supposed to be coming before her, but she's here. So I'm just going to bring her up and maybe come after her. I mean, Miss Erica Martin, she is an amazing, amazing marketing genius. You hear me? Those of you that have been talking about how do I sell, how do I get people to like my stuff, to buy from me, to know I exist. She's going to be breaking it down today. So without further ado, I'm going to, I think this thing have a drum roll, but I don't know where it is right now. So I'm going to be bringing out shortly. So on the count of three, 1, 2, 3, let's bring in my friend Erica. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm so glad to have you here today. I've been looking forward to your talk today. I know that you are dope. I think this is your second time speaking
Yep.
at Vonza Summit. And when we're thinking about a bring back, I'm like, yes, gotta bring Erica. We gotta bring Erica. We gotta bring Erica. I know she's busy, but she's a Vonza. She's part of the family, so I'm sure she will be gracious enough to give us some of our time today. So really excited to have you. So how you doing? How's the family? How's the weather over there?
Well, I live in Minnesota, so you'll hear my accent. But yeah, it's good. I spoke at a conference yesterday as well about some similar stuff, and so I'm excited to talk to you guys today. I am a huge Vonza fan, huge. I switched over from other platforms, and it's just made my life easy. So I love it. I absolutely love Vonza.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, just share a little bit more. Why do you love or what do you love the most about Vonza?
I love that it's so easy to create on. It's easy. I moved all of my membership and coaching platform over there, and I think we did it in like a day. Like it was easy. I feel like, there's just so many things like the email marketing. It's just awesome. And I love that your customer service is by far the best, like by far. So,
Thank you. That wow, you're making my day now just hearing this testimonial. And I mean that's one thing too we're doubling down onto because right now we are the only platform in the space that
Mhm.
offers live support that is not a chat or that sorry that's not a bot. Some of
Mhm.
them don't even offer live support at all. Some who do, they use like a bot. It's not a real person doing it, but we offer live support. And by the end of this month, we're going to also offer phone support as well because we really care for creators and want to really empower creators. And I'm going to be talking with you offline too because I have some idea I want to run by you as well.
Oh
But
yeah.
want to really help more creators, want to double down on customer service 24/7 live support, 24/7 phone support as well because we have customers in Vonzanizing Australia, New Zealand, and 12 hours difference. We want to make sure that we cover all time zones. So I'm excited for that. So, Erica, the floor is yours.
All
So tell
right.
the people first about you and then just go into your talk.
Okay, and I will just share my screen when it's
Yes, I
ready.
think you can add it to the stream or something.
Okay. Yep. I can screen share. Is that
Okay.
good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go into that. All right. Okay. So can you see that?
Yes, we can see very well. And I'll be off and I'll be back at the end of your talk for Q&A, okay?
Okay, you can see this
So
as well?
yes, I see very well. Everybody, please go ahead and share right now. Share, 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 share. Okay.
Yes. So, hello everyone. Thank you for having me on here. I am a huge Vonza fan, and I'm a huge Dr. Abram fan. I've known these guys for quite a long time, so I'm really honored to be here. So, my name is Erica Martin. I am the owner of Martin Media Company, and I have been in this industry for about 18 years in the marketing industry. And I worked for Target Corporation in marketing for 11 years. So I've done the big box marketing, I've done the small business stuff, I've done it all. So about 7 years ago, I decided to go off on my own and start my own agency. And it's just been phenomenal since. So if you can see my screen at the bottom right, you can scan my QR code and you can follow me and go from there. And I love the presenter before, Brittany. She like literally like helped me lead into this next part because we're going to talk about how to get people to your course, to your membership, to your program, whatever that looks like. That's what we're going to talk about today. And I am what we'll go to the next slide here. My focus, I'm a full service marketing agency that is part of my business. The other part of my business is marketing coaching. So I offer one on one coaching and group coaching. And I do host everything on Vonza because it is so easy. It is so slick. I absolutely couldn't run my business without it. But how we get traffic to these platforms, I'm really, really hyper focused on organic social media marketing. And that is because to grow a page, to grow whatever it is you're trying to market, you need to start with organic first before we even bring in the paid ads. Now, I have clients that will run paid ads. I have clients that will spend, $500 a month to $10,000 a month. It depends. But we always look at that foundation first in the organic space, because without that, it's just challenging. If we can't convert organically, how are we going to convert paid? So, and I also don't want to waste anybody's money. I don't want to waste money as far as doing paid and not getting the results because we didn't have a good foundation. So let's dive into this. What is organic social media? For those of you that are unsure, which is okay, it's a term we use in marketing that is content or post published without any promotion, boosting, any of that. So it's any social media where you're not running an ad or paying for that marketing. So it can be done by yourself. It can be done by your team. It just depends. Now, let's go into why we want organic social media marketing. It really does a couple of things. So it raises that brand awareness. It raises brand awareness. It builds a much better engaged audience. Brittany was just we were talking about engagement a little bit ago, and we want that engagement because we want people to like, comment, all of those things in order for the algorithms to truly, show our content out to further audiences. So it builds a better audience, and it also creates super fans. We want super fans. Super fans, for example, on Instagram, if I follow, let's say, your page, and depending how much I interact with your page, I get a ranking. So if you open up your Instagram right now and you see at the top, there's all the little stories. The stories you see first, that is the content you are interacting with and engaging with the most. So you want people to be that on your page because it builds a better audience. It just builds a better foundation. So here's something, I said this to a group of 170 people live yesterday in person, and I got a few eyebrows raised at me, but I want to take time to shift our minds because your social media content isn't about you. It isn't about your business. It is about the problem you solve for your customer and the outcome you will achieve. Now, if we can take that and shift our mind to be customer first or follower first, we are going to have it's just going to be at a much different level when it comes to our content. Now, there's the whole infusing your story into your social media. That comes into play, but we need to have this mind shift. It's not about us as a business owner. If I went onto social media and started talking about that I've been in marketing for 18 years, just on social media, not in something like this. If I went out and started saying, I've been doing marketing for businesses as an agency for 7 years. Does that really help my audience? Nope, it doesn't help solve their problem. And I am here to solve problems as much as you are. We're all here. I don't care if you're running, a retail store, if you have a course or a membership, you are solving a problem. And that's our number one thing to keep in mind. The minute we shift and make this mindset shift, you will see your social media completely change. And I'm going to go into exactly how to do that in 1 minute. So when we're looking at social media for growth, 95% of a message watched on video is retained versus reading in text. Now, if you can look over to the right here, that's video. And then images do a really good job as well. But video is king. Content is king. And the king within content is video. And we all kind of know that. But it is something we have to be aware of. Now, the short video platforms, You guys probably know all of this, but it's just I gotta recap on what I'm talking about here. Um, so TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook now has short video stories, YouTube, Pinterest. You can also do short videos on LinkedIn. That is a very much a B2B business. I didn't include that in here, but that's more B2B. But these are the primary platforms that I use on a day-to-day basis. So something a lot of people don't know is that the average user on TikTok is 40 years old. And when I gave this talk a little yesterday, I had a room. I had some students in there, some high school students, and they're younger, and the difference. They all agreed, yes, average age is probably they're on Snapchat, right? Like a lot of them are. The difference between a 40-year-old and let's say like my son who's 13 is a 40-year-old has buying power. We have buying power more than a 13-year-old. And I'm not saying that a 13-year-old probably doesn't have buying power. They can talk to their parents about finances and all of that. But a 40-year-old is a customer you want to reach. And that's an average age, right? So we have the 20 to 50, 60-year-olds. These people are on TikTok. They are there to learn. They are there to learn about you. And I'll tell you exactly how to funnel them through. But it is definitely a place to be if you're not on TikTok. There are 70 billion YouTube shorts watched per day. That is unreal. That is unreal. That means your audience, no matter what business you're in, they're consuming content like crazy. So let's shift into strategy. Okay, and I'm going to tell you how this plays out in a minute. But the strategy for social media growth are these 4 key things. And I always start, no matter if I'm working with a coaching client, with a done for you service like my agency, we always start by looking at the audience. Who is your audience? And I don't look at a demographic for this. I look at what is their pain point. Fully understand their pain points, their struggles. What is something that you can come in and say, hey, I can help you with that. Or, hey, I can change this for you. Understand that audience. Group them into what is their pain point versus a demographic. Now, if you shift over to, like, let's say Facebook ads in the future after you built your social media organically, then you're going to need some numbers. But right now I'm looking at pain points. That is what I look at. Then we talk about platforms. Pick the platform you are comfortable and enjoy creating on. If you do not enjoy creating on a platform, and I know this from experience, if you don't love a platform, you won't create on it. So pick platforms that you enjoy creating on. And also, to take it a step further, I create all of my content to be very transparent. I create it all on TikTok. I use an app called repurpose.io, and I repurpose it to all the platforms. So I enjoy creating on TikTok. It's just what I prefer. I have a lot of people I work with that enjoy creating on Instagram. So then we set up that same repurpose.io. We set that up so they can create on Instagram, and then it pushes to all the platforms. So pick a platform you enjoy creating on and just get to really know it. The next step is we get clear. We get clear with your brand. We get clear with the problem that you will fix, your product or service will fix for your ideal client. Your audience needs to know, how can you help them? And the simplest way to do this within social media is start by writing your I help statement. So that's like the bio, your description in the bio. Write it as an I help. I help businesses do this. I help women do this. People don't want to go to a bio and look at, like, if I would have said, okay, I've been in marketing for 18 plus years, own my own agency for 7 years, like that doesn't really help them. tells them that I've done this for a long time, but it doesn't help them. And that's very different than like a website. It's very different than other platforms. But social media is all about, we have 3 seconds to attract these people, and we need to do it quick. The last step in the strategy is we need to create content that speaks to the audience's problems. And we primarily focus on a lot of video, like I said, and repurpose it, and a lot of static images. So mixing it up with video and then either pictures or graphics. So we look at the content. Now, this is an example. What I just taught you, I applied this. This is a coaching client. She's a naturopath doctor. I worked with her. We started at 3,000 followers, and this is her Instagram page. We started with 3,000 followers, and we applied this. We got clear, all of the things. I still think her I help statement needs a little more love, but we got it a step further. We started over here. Look at these views. Somebody would say, hey, those are great views. Like, you don't need, like Brittany just said, and I think Dr. Abraham just said too, you don't need millions and millions of people to have them buy from you, but it helps, right? Like, it helps. Obviously, there's a ratio. The more people you're in front of, the more people you can convert. But you don't need that. You do not need that. But we started here, and after working with me, and you guys, we went to, right now her followers are 518,000. We, in 5 days, 315,000 followers in 5 days. She called me and she's like, what is going on? And I'm like, we got clear. We got clear with who you are. We got clear with what you do, because she was talking about everything and all the things and whatever. This is what happened. So that's just a little case study. So I'm not going to go too far into this, but just make sure you're on the right platforms for what you do. Each platform has a purpose, and we're going to go into exactly what platforms I use for myself, my clients. But this is just a little overview of what all the platforms do. I still believe every business needs a Facebook business page. It's healthy for a social media campaign. Obviously Twitter is not Twitter anymore, but I'm on all of these platforms. As a marketer, that does not mean you need to be, but pick, I always say, get good at like 2 and then add from there. All right. So this is the funnel for social media growth. And then I call it the Martin Media Company funnel for social media growth. All the platforms work differently. And we just need to know how to funnel them through each platform and how they work. So the first top of the funnel is an outreach platform. TikTok and Pinterest are considered outreach platforms. What does that mean? Their job is to go and get you new eyes on your content all of the time. TikTok, when you have a TikTok and you see the views on your videos, those are always new people looking at your content. So TikTok's job is new. There's the For You page, that's completely different. Just the inline feed, that's what it wants, is to show your content to new people to see who's going to interact with it and then move them through the process. And I also, here's a little tip of something I do very differently in the marketing industry. I use Pinterest. So we're creating about 10 to 20 pins a day for my business. I don't drive Pinterest to a blog per se. I use Pinterest as driving it. I create pins. Pins then go to my Instagram or go to my TikTok account, because Pinterest is a search engine. Number one, it really is a search engine the way we use it. It's still considered a social media, but it really is a search engine. I use keywords to drive my traffic to my Instagram page. So then they'll interact with me there, or to my TikTok or to my Facebook. That's how I use Pinterest. It looks like a normal pin. There's also video pins that we put on there as well, but that's the top of funnel. Use those to drive to nurture platforms. Nurture platforms, Instagram, and I always connect an Instagram. I connect it right to a Facebook page. So I'm not directly posting on Facebook, but Instagram is doing it for me, which is, I think, is completely fine. I'm all about being smarter, not trying to redo everything all the time. So Instagram is considered a nurturing platform, meaning your audience wants to be nurtured. They can look at your reels, they can look at your inline feed, they can also look at your stories. That is where the nurturing comes in. There's so many different ways that Instagram will provide that nurturing environment for your audience. You are more likely to get DM'd on Instagram or possibly Facebook than you are on TikTok. It's just the way it works. This just happened to me last week. I had someone that saw my content on TikTok, like brand new, never heard of me, saw my content on TikTok. She went through quite a few videos. She saw that there was an Instagram link in my bio, clicked on it, followed me, looked at my stories because your followers can see your stories, went through the stories, looked at more of my content, clicked on the link in my bio, filled out, it sounds like a lot of steps, filled out a quick little form and was on my calendar within the whole process was like 20 minutes, she said, because I asked her, I'm like, tell me about the process of finding me. 20 minutes. I had a new client who is now a client. She just signed. This all happened within 20 minutes. So that is what it's supposed to do, right? Like that is the process they go through. So once we go outreach, we go nurture, we move them into an offer. And often, especially with, I'm assuming a lot of us on this call, we move them in probably to a lead magnet. You can do so many different things like freebies, especially with Vonza. It's so easy to do these things, building that landing page with a freebie on it. So move them into an offer, and then that offer can move them into a sale. So I set up my lead magnet, a free download, ebook, whatever that looks like. Then it gives them 3 emails. So the minute they sign up, it triggers them, they get 3 emails, and then I sell to them. So that is the funnel that I am using currently for when it comes to social media. Now let's talk about the types of content that will move the needle in your business. Now, social media a year ago, 2 years ago, it is completely different. Obviously, I mean, it's different than last month, honestly. So, but this is what is moving the needle by far the most in organic social media marketing. And I rotate these out. I will do probably I'll focus on one of these each week. So if you really want to build out a calendar, just, you can focus on this one each, or one of these types of content, or you can call them pillars if you want, each week. So there's problem aware content. Problem aware content is just that. It calls out the problem. That is what it does. So, and take it a step further. When you're creating your content, whether it's video, static posts, call out that problem. What is your audience suffering with? And say, like for me, I could say, are you getting low views on Instagram? So I called out their problem. They're getting low views on Instagram. And then this is the scenario I'm using is video. So if you're getting low views on your Instagram, you're probably thinking your content isn't good. But the truth is, it's good. It's just not hitting the right. I'm just making this up right now. It's not hitting the right problem or something like that. So call out, what is that symptom they're dealing with? What is the problem? And what is it actually? Like, I work with a lot of naturopath doctors, and it is so, we have so many scenarios where, for example, if I said on one of these naturopath doctors' accounts, we talked about, these are videos we all see, the 3-tip video, 5-tip video. If I did a video that said, here are the 3 things that you can do to heal or get over your cold quicker. So if someone saw a video that said, here are the 3 tips to getting over your cold faster, if somebody saw that and they had symptoms of a cold, but they didn't know they had a cold, it could be the flu, it could be allergies, they didn't know, they're not going to watch that content because they don't know that it's a cold. Now, if I said, if you have a runny nose, a fever, and a sore throat, it could be a cold, and here's what you need to do to get over it. If I called out that problem with a symptom in the beginning, it's just going to be, people are going to resonate with that, right? Because they could have a runny nose, but they could maybe not have a fever. Like, they're going to resonate with those symptoms versus the problem. Now, I just had somebody implement this problem aware content last week, and they went, again, the videos on Instagram Reels went from like 30 to 40 views to like thousands. So it's a really good way of, content to try. Then we have agitation content. This is content that goes away from your industry norm. This is probably the highest performing content. It is going to get you the highest engagement, good or bad, okay? So it's kind of a black or white type of a thing with this content, because if you go against an industry norm and you're going to kind of like ruffle the feathers, let's say, the thing about that is people are either going to agree with you or disagree. So be prepared for that. Some people don't like negative comments. I say either respond to them or delete them. If you want to keep your community positive, just delete them. That's what I do. It doesn't hurt anything. And if anybody's ever said that to you, it's not true. It does not hurt you. So agitation content goes against your industry norm. We're trying to stand out on social media, right? We're trying to stand out. We're trying to be something different, something that people are going to stop and say, hey, who is this person? And if we create that going against the norm where everybody's believing something, but we go in and say, hey, it's not that path, it's this, and here's why, you're just going to get much higher engagement. So that is agitation content. The next one is objection. So focus on their objection. And the reason I infused objection content into not only my content, but my, teaching this in my coaching program, because I had so many, like, for example, I was working with some naturopath coaches that they had offers that are like $9,000, $12,000 for 6 months. Their biggest objection was price. So I said, well, what if you just created social media content about that objection, about the price, create content about it. If you create content about it, by the time they come to you on that sales call or discovery call, they're not going to have that objection. They're going to know exactly what they're going to get. So we create content around, if it's, let's say their objection, I'm just using this as an example. If their objection is price, we talk about that on social media. We're upfront, we're clear, we're honest. We talk about, okay, this is a $5,000 program, but here's what you're going to get. You're going to get me as your coach. You're going to get all of the tools. You're going to get these done for you template, all of the things. We talk about that up front. And a lot of us see objection content, but we don't really know. Like a landing page has a lot of objection content in it. You have the screenshot of what's inside of the modules. And like Brittany was talking about all those modules. What are they going to get? I have yet to meet anybody in this, and I've been in front of a lot of people. You can talk about everything in your program. And I have not met anybody that has done that, talked about everything in their program, given them the why they need it, what it is. If you talk about all of it in your social media, I haven't met anybody that said, hey, I talked about all of it and nobody bought from me. Because they want that step by step. And if you leave the how to the paid part, that is where that's what they want to know. They want to know the how. So I digress, but talking about objection content, focus on their objections, focus on what are they going to get in that content or inside the program. What does your membership look like? What is your program? What's the price? if you do that on social media, by the time they come to you, they're ready to be like, here's my card. Let's do this. Transparency content, the last one, show inside of your program. I literally opened up Vonza the other day and I made a screen recording. It's going to be in my social media content soon. I recorded walking through every module. I didn't show the videos, but inside of my monthly membership coaching, I walk through every module. That inside of this is what you're going to learn. Inside of this is what you're going to learn. I opened it up. The reason I did that is because I want people to see I have a massive, robust program that is not overwhelming, because that's another thing that could be an objection. I don't have time. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about why you don't have time. Do you have time to invest in your business? Do you have time to make more money? So I did transparency content. I literally showed this. I did it in my story, or it's going to be going on my stories, but I recorded it for my stories. I recorded it for a whole bunch of content. So I showed inside everything. That is what people want. They want to know what if they're spending X amount of dollars each month for your program, for your course, they want to know what they're going to get. So show them. Don't be afraid. So really quick, as I get to the end here, talking about the structure, this is for not only video, this is for just content as a general. We have the hook. You have that opening line. Talk about the problem, talk about the outcome they're going to get. People want their problem solved and they want to know what is that outcome going to be like, right? After being in my coaching program, I showed you Dr. Caitlin. After being in my coaching program, I worked with her. I mean, it took a couple months for us to talk about like how clear, whatever. The minute we shifted her content in 5 days, she exploded. So that was the outcome, right? Hook or symptom, if you want to call it that, problem, outcome, and that is going to get you more followers. Right up here, if you scan this QR code, I'll give it just a couple seconds here. These are the top QR codes, and this does not, you can just scan it, go right into the document, print it, download it. I don't care what you do with it. It is yours. It's my gift to you. These are the top video hooks in 2023. This is looking at millions of videos because my team and I did it. These are the top hooks that we found in 2023. So scan that QR code. I'll give it 1 second here. As the water goes all over. All right. Now, this is my other free gift to you guys. This is my Vonza free gift. You probably just heard me ramble on and talk about organic social media marketing. And you probably said, this is going to take me 5 years to make. And I'm going to tell you, nope, it is not. The minute you optimize your accounts, you get that I help statement in your bio, you understand your audience, it will take you 10 minutes a day. I had so many people after working with them come to me and say, oh my gosh, this is going to take me like 3 hours to make this content. I'm like, nope. Take that, this structure, take the structure, write down all the symptoms on a piece of paper, all the outcomes that match those symptoms that you're going to help them with, create your content. So this is my 10-minute marketing method. I schedule 10 minutes a day to grow my social media accounts. 10 minutes, that's it. If you want to sit and do all of your content on one day, like for, an hour a week, that is fine, but it should not take you more than this. If it does, there's probably not enough clarity, and that's where I come in. Again, I have programs that I work with people where we just focus for 6 months on getting clear with your offer. Again, you guys can let me know if you're interested in that, but scan this. You can join the 10-minute marketing method. It is free to the Vonza family. Yeah. And really quick, before I am done here, where am I? Who am I? You can find me. My website is martinmedia.biz. That is my primary website. I have a full service agency that I take on a few clients each year. I have a coaching program and a monthly membership. By the way, everything's hosted in Vonza because, again, I'm a huge fan. I also, and you can see all of this on martinmedia.biz. You can see all of that information there. And I also have a podcast on every single platform called the Market to Millions podcast. We just dropped a new episode, and you can learn everything that I'm all about giving. I give, give, give. So you can learn a lot on the podcast. So let's stop sharing here. Oops.
That is so amazing. You shared so much. Oh my God. Guys, I hope you guys were writing. Man. I was writing. I was looking for my, I didn't know I was going to need to write some stuff. I'm like, where's some paper? Where's some journal? I went and grabbed whatever paper I found and a pen and taking a lot of great stuff. Erica, you just really broke it down because a lot of people, one thing holding them back too from launching their online business is that they feel like they don't have a lot of money to run ads and do marketing. You're
Yeah.
really telling the people that you can start organically. You can just launch it out there and use this strategy. I got a lot of questions. Let me start with
Yeah.
number one. If you have any question, please put it on the chat. There's a 2 minutes delay, so that means you put it now. We're not gonna see until 2 minutes after, okay? So but go ahead and put your questions now. Anything concerning marketing, you said 10 minutes, you spend about 10 minutes a day creating content. Please elaborate a little bit more. This will really help a lot of people.
Yeah. So in the guide, if you do sign up for that email, like I said, there's a QR code. It breaks it all down. So I literally take my phone, I batch record my videos. They're usually 60 seconds. I spend about 3 to 4 minutes doing that, creating the videos, and I get them out right away. I put them in drafts and then I get them out right away. And like I said, all of my content goes to TikTok. And then I use repurpose.io to blast it everywhere for me.
And it removed that TikTok trademark too.
Yep, it downloads. Yep, it downloads your video. No watermark, and then it uploads it to Pinterest as an idea pin, Instagram Reels,
Wow.
YouTube Shorts. I even put it into a separate Google Drive. It will do that for you because let's say your account goes away tomorrow, which it could. It could go away tomorrow. I have everything in a backup, so that's where I put it all. But yeah, so I do my video. And then it breaks it down once the video is up. Here's a step that we often forget about is that engagement, right? We were just talking about that. Then I go out once the videos are out and then I engage with accounts. And depending on where your engagement happens, usually it's on Instagram, sometimes TikTok, but I engage with my audience. Or I'll go and comment on other people's in my similar space on some of their videos. So we engage. And it kind of breaks it down from there. So, yeah, I really focus on getting that content out every day because often we get busy, right? We're business owners.
Right.
We're doing all the things. It's like if I don't set that 10 minutes to post and engage and make sure everything is going to the right place, I forget about it. So I set up 10 minutes every day. It's right away in the morning usually.
Wow, that is so amazing. 10 minutes a day. I mean, everybody got 10 minutes a day, but
Mhm.
people often just don't know how to do it. There's another question from Mental Escapes, and the question is, what's the best type of social media content? Is it post or reels?
So so definitely video. That's on Instagram. So here's the thing. If I highly recommend every business, if you're going to create a video on Instagram, put it on TikTok because you're just going to get more eyeballs. TikTok naturally gets more eyeballs than Instagram.
Mhm.
The minute you put a reel on Instagram, it shows it to this many people. And then if they react, it goes to this many. TikTok goes
Oh,
out further.
mm,
So everybody's audience is on TikTok. And like, I've even talked to like the craziest businesses. I'm like, your audience is on TikTok. I can guarantee it. They're
right,
like, no,
right.
they're not. I'm like, yeah, they are. So yes,
Wow.
so reels are for sure key. And then if you're going to be, thank you, Dr. Faith. If you're going to be on doing video, Just live in your stories. Your stories are for your audience.
Mm.
That's your warm lead. Only your people that follow you on Instagram can see your stories. The outside world cannot technically. So your stories, live in those, and that is where I tell my clients you can sell in your stories all day long because that's your warm audience.
Wow. All right. So Sheila said, okay, I'll use the TT more finally gives in. Okay.
All
That
right,
is
proud of you.
awesome. Toller said this has been very impactful. Courtney
Good.
said, thank you so much, Mrs. Erica. All right. So let's do the last question for this session. So, what's the best way to get traffic to your offer?
So I would say the best way is to create video. And again, I'm going to lean into video. Create video about what does your offer, what problem will your offer fix? What is your audience struggling with? So if your offer is like, I have an offer of a marketing membership program and I help remove the confusion out of creating the marketing for business owners. So the best way is to get out there, start making free organic content,
Mhm.
video. I put everything to TikTok and I blast it everywhere and then talk about what problem does your offer solve? That's really the biggest thing.
Wow. So just talk about the problem your offer solves and then just be consistent. And also to Erica, I gave some really good nuggets too on what kind of content to post in case somebody is just joining or they still trying to figure it out. She said you can post content aware content, right?
Yeah.
I
Agitation. Yep.
agitation content, objection content, and
Mhm.
transparency content as well. And she gave so many examples as well. So sometimes you just have to choose one, right? And then just go with it. Sometimes you can switch between any one of the four, right? But the key is that you just have to keep posting organically, right? Erica, anything else you want to add to that?
I think you said something really good about consistent. And, that's why 10 minutes a day, if you set a little reminder on your calendar for 10 minutes a day, you will be consistent. Consistency is king. And that's, that's, um, that's how I get my content done every day is I have a reminder like, let's do this. Let's go.
Let's go. Wow. This is so amazing. Thank you so much, Erica. Please, one more time, tell the people where to find you, where to follow you, if you have a course or a ebook or coaching, whatever that you're promoting at this moment.
Yes. So I would say go to martinmedia.biz. It is my website. You can find everything there. I have a podcast. I have a YouTube where I educate. I also you can see all of my offers on that platform. So I offer quite a lot and I'm here to help. That's what I love doing. I love helping.
Awesome, awesome. Please, everybody, make sure that you follow her. You know, you can search her name too on social media. She's on Instagram. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm everywhere. Yep,
Okay.
Martin. So it's on Instagram is the marketing CMO. Um, that is my Instagram handle, the marketing CMO, or you can search me and I'm everywhere.
Yeah, please search her. She also have an amazing podcast. I've been on her podcast too, and
Yes.
she's great at interviewing people. So please follow our social media platforms, follow our podcast, and also to go to our website. I'm waiting for it to pull up. I think it's Martin Media
Media.biz.
that base. Okay, we're going to put on the screen once the thing shows up, right? So follow her and buy a course, buy a coaching program. So I know you have multiple courses and coaching programs. So if somebody want to start, right, which one of your programs should they get? They want to buy something from you today, and you have so many things. Which one will be a good one that will help them with what you just spoke about today?
Yeah, so the easiest thing is going to my website and then typing on or looking at membership.
Okay.
So I offer it is a group membership program. It's $197 a month, and I will coach. You get me twice a month to work with you in a group coaching setting, and that's where Dr. Caitlin. That's where she started. She started in that program. So. Um, go into the membership. It is, we meet monthly. We have 1 hour conversations. You also get access to me inside of the community. So many, many different ways that you can reach me, and I am available.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Everybody's right there. Martinmedia.biz. Go right there, get into our membership so you can become better in your marketing. Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon, okay?
Yes, bye. Thank you.
Okay. All right, everybody, we're going to bring in our next speaker for today. She's amazing, 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 amazing creator and coach. And she's ready. Three, two, one. Let's bring her up. Let's bring up the amazing Miss Sheila. How are you doing today?
I am good. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you for coming. Sorry, we had a little technical difficulty earlier, so kind of push your time back a little bit. But I'm glad that you came on. And for everybody, remember we're having problem streaming to Facebook where and the group. So right now we're only streaming on YouTube. So those of you who bought the VIP, good opportunity because you're going to get a replay. But tomorrow we're sure we're going to fix it so more people will be on the stream. But right now we're not able to stream to 90% of the places we're supposed to stream on. But if you are on YouTube, please share on your Facebook and Instagram and everywhere so people can join on YouTube. So let me put the link. If you're looking for the direct link, I'll put it on the chat right now. So unfortunately, that's the only way we're able to stream today. But I'm sure we're going to fix, Facebook will fix the issue by tomorrow. All right, so we're going to get started now. I know you have so much you want to share and also help
Yes.
people with today. So let's start first. Tell the people more about you. Tell them about you and your background and what you do.
Yeah, so I'm Shayla Bernardo. I am a digital marketing expert and business strategist. Been an entrepreneur for 13 years, and I make brands show up on social media. I make them seen. So I build my own little stars with
Awesome.
my clients. I help my clients. I help my members, and yeah, I'm just really great at helping business owners show up online.
Amazing. And we all want to learn how we can show up online, and that is amazing. So let's get to the floor. The floor is yours now, so you can do what you do. Okay, then I'll be back at the end of your talk. So you have about 25 minutes, then we can have about 5 minutes of Q&A, and also too you can plug whatever course or coaching or whatever it is that you want people to tap in. Okay.
Okay, awesome, awesome. I thank you so much.
Awesome.
Um,
Are you going to be sharing? Are you using a slide or not?
yes, so I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
Um, let's see if I can figure that out. All right. I think I got it. We'll put it on present so you guys can't. All right. So can you guys see my screen? See me? Oh, perfect. Okay, good. Alrighty, so build your digital empire. That's what I'm gonna talk about today. I'm really excited and honored to be on this stage. Look, the Vonza stage, an amazing platform and opportunity to help other CEOs, entrepreneurs, and business owners build their digital empires. So, a little bit about me, just some fun facts. I'm married to the love of my life. I have an amazing 18-month-old son. He's all over the place. So if you guys hear him screaming for any reason, he is downstairs having a ball with his papa and his Grammy. I am a fashion lover. It goes deep. That's what my degree is in. I majored in fashion marketing in school. I love the study of textiles and style and how to amplify your presence with what you wear. Always been my thing. I'm Target obsessed. I live in Target, guys. Like, it's my go-to for sure. And hold on, just trying to make sure my screen and everything is good. Okay, perfect. And I'm a dog lover with no dog. Shout out to the dog lovers. Look, drop a dog in the chat if you have one. I had one, and when I got pregnant a couple years ago, I actually had to give her away, but she went to a great home. So I should own a Starbucks by now. So Drop a coffee cup. If you are somebody who is a coffee lover like me, shout out to all of the Starbucks lovers. I'm a fan. And I'm afraid of anything with more legs than me, specifically bugs. I do not do bugs. I'm good on the bugs. I'm an outdoorsy girl when it comes to the beach. Other than that, I'm good. All right, let's talk a little bit about my experience. Like, who am I? What qualifies me to even be on this stage? I've been an entrepreneur for 13 plus years. I've worked with and helped support the building of 50 plus brands. Inside of the first membership I ever launched, which was Black Girls Wine Society, I serviced over 600 plus members with one offer. I have done 20 plus one-on-ones working with coaching clients, and my clients to date have made over $1 million in revenue. So that's who I am. That is why I'm here. All righty. So I want to hear from you guys in the chat. How many of you need to build your digital empire right now? How many of you were like, listen, a recession, either it's here or it's looming. We get mixed. Look, recession's coming. My family needs me. The cost of milk and eggs have gone up. And I really just want to build my dream life. How many of you need to build your empire right now? Comment me or yes in the chat. Let me know how many of you are there. You're like, I need to do this. All right. Let's make a promise to each other. So for those of you who commented yes in the chat, for those of you who are like, oh my gosh, I need to build this digital empire. I am ready to do exactly what I was called to do, to help the people that I was called to have and have the impact I was meant to have. We're going to have two promises today. The first one I'm going to make to you. I'm going to give everything I got in this presentation. I'm going to pour out. You guys take plenty of notes. I'm going to try to talk fast. I don't want to run over my time either. Look, but you guys take plenty of notes. I'm going to give it all I got. Promise number 2 is coming from you. I want to know that when you hear what you've heard today, and not just from me, from Erica, who just finished speaking, she did a fabulous job. She gave you guys some great information to get you consistent on social, to building, on your journey to building that digital empire. She was great. But the promise I want to hear you make today is that you're going to take action on what you hear. Drop a yes in the chat if you are going to be an action taker when this Vonza summit is all over. When this digital summit is all over, you're going to take action. When I finish speaking today, you are going to take action. I want to see a yes in the chat if that's you. Here for the action takers. Today, I'm going to talk about the 3 secrets to digital empire success. How to make $1 million in 3 years or less, which is what I did, without the stress of how you're going to do it. Because I think that's what worries us, right? Like, that's the part that's like kind of scary. How am I going to be the person that builds a digital empire, without pulling my hair out, right? And today I'm going to talk about the 3 secrets to building that digital empire with minimal stress. Here's what you're going to learn. You're going to learn what I did to make my first 7 figures. You're going to learn what I knew to make my first 7 figures. And you're going to learn what it cost me to make my first 7 figures. Okay? You're going to want to take notes. Take notes. Get your notepads out. Who is ready? So this is what you're going to learn. You're going to learn what I did, what I knew, and what it cost me. All right. The first secret, the 5 P's of business. Erica did a fabulous job, like I said, presenting that information to you guys. I'm going to tell you, when I bring on clients to work with me one-on-one, one of the biggest opportunities that I see for business owners is that if they aren't making the money they want to make online, even if they're showing up consistently, even if they are posting the content, they're making the reels, they're making the TikToks, the people who aren't getting the results is because there's a hole in one of these 5 P's. I built my framework for my coaching and consulting business off of this. Because anytime I'm working with a client, working one-on-one, working with my students, this is always one of the things that needs to be fixed in order for them to get the results they want when posting and serving online. The 5 P's of business: person, product, pitch, price, and packaging. Let's break them down real quick. Person, who are you talking to? Some people are on social media and they're posting every single day, but nobody knows who you're talking to. Who is your product for? If you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one, right? Your ideal customer client can't identify whether or not your product is for them if you are not clear. The second P is product. There's a fault in the design of the product. And what does that mean? Most of us here, if you're building a digital empire, you're a service base or you're providing a digital product, a download, a class, a course, something like that, right? A lot of times what I see is when there's no clarity in person, there's no clarity in product. And sometimes we know who our person is, but the product we've designed isn't going to help them solve their problem. It's not providing the transformation that they're looking for. So when you are thinking about your course, your digital products that you're going to create, any downloads, your freebies, even your content is going to be focused around this product. And if it is not going to be if it isn't going to provide the transformation that your ideal client is looking for, they're not going to pay attention to you online. Pitch. With pitch, we are specifically talking about how you share that product to the person that you're talking to. If you don't even know how to share your product or your offer in a way that is clear and connects instantly, oh my gosh, that's the problem I'm having in my life. Whether it's, 3 ways to make your toddler eat broccoli. And then there's a course on how to conceal vegetables for your little ones, right? That was a very specific product. That was a very specific problem. And then I gave the course. That was off the top of my head. Okay. That was the first example I could think of, right? But when it comes to that pitch, how are you talking about the problem? How are you addressing the challenges? And how is your product the solution? And that's where knowing your transformation comes in, because knowing the transformation you provide, it's what's going to make people click buy every time. You don't have to have the best video, the best lighting. You don't have to have the camera that the YouTubers. You don't have to have any of that in order to make money online. You don't. That is a false. That is a untrue, a false belief. You can use your phone, whether it's iPhone, Android, whatever. You can use what you have, because if your first 3 P's, your person, your product, and your pitch is tight, they're going to click buy. But they're only going to click buy when it makes sense. Let's dive into the P, pricing. Some of you guys aren't getting the traction you want in business because your pricing is off. You have not yet either charged enough or charge too much. You haven't done your research, your market research for that. And that's something that's really important, because it does matter. If you're designing a digital, let's say, guide, and it's something that's going to provide the transformation that they're looking for and that they need, but you're charging $500 for that, you really got to look at, okay, how am I positioning this in the market to be able to leverage that $500? So make sure your price is in alignment with the positioning that you're making online. Okay. And packaging. When it comes to packaging, and with service-based businesses, typically we don't think about, packaging, because we tend to associate packaging with product-based businesses. But let's be clear, how you present something is the packaging. Okay. So how are you presenting this offer? Is the website laid out? Does it clearly address the pain points and state the solutions that them signing up or buying your download is going to provide for them? Is your transformation clear? Is it a clean packaging, or did you just throw something together in Canva and we can't even tell, the colors are off, whatever? So packaging still applies when it comes to digital products and digital services. Building your digital empire requires that you master all 5 of these P's. If one of them is off, it doesn't matter how much content you create, you will not be able to maximize on the sales that you can make. Okay. If you have any questions about this, drop them in the chat, and I will make sure to answer it at the end. The secret number 2 is You have to be confident in your offer. Okay. And there's three things that I often see when it comes to business owners crafting their digital offers. In order to have the best offer ever, you need to be able to answer these three questions about what you have, what it is you're selling. Does the offer solve an urgent problem? Okay. Is it something they need to solve right now? Right. You want to build your digital empire right now. You don't want to wait another 5 to 10 years to start making more money and building wealth for your family, taking those vacations, being able to have the freedom to design your own life. That's an urgent problem because typically day to day, that's what we're struggling. Whatever you're struggling with is what's going to make you make a move. So when it comes to your offer, does it solve an urgent problem? Number two, is it irresistible? Is it designed or put together, packaged in a way that makes it a must have right now? Okay. And will it provide transformation? We talked a little bit about this earlier. Is this transformation that you're promising? Are they going to be able to get a transformation? Right. It's one thing if I'm downloading a free workbook or I'm getting access to a free masterclass, or there's a lot of what could happen with a product. But if you don't clearly talk about the transformation, when you finish this, you will get X. When you join, you will have X. You want to deliver on the solution that answers their problem and make sure they're clear that that's the transformation you provide. You will never be confident in an offer that isn't built well. If you cannot answer these three questions, you will not be able to feel confident in the offer that you are creating. Okay. All right. If you got questions about this, again, drop them in the comments. I will answer it when we're over. I'm almost done. Secret number 3 is that $1 million is not required. It is not. Listen to me. You can do this. Okay. First and foremost, you can do this. You have what it takes. Your gifts, your strengths, what it is that you're exceptionally good at, you can look at it and it comes to you with ease that you can solve a problem for other people. $1 million is not required. Now, depending on what your offer is, you may not even have to get in your own way at this point. You can use a platform like Vonza and offer coaching. You can use a platform like Vonza and design your course, right? And you can present your offer. And $1 million is not required. Social media is free if you want to do organic marketing, right? If we're doing organic marketing, we're building our digital empires organically, it's free. A lot of times we're getting in our own way because we are thinking, who am I to do this? How am I going to do it? Right? You got to get out of your own way because the facts are that $1 million is not required to make $1 million. Does it take money to make money? Sure. Maybe you got to pay $20 a month for Canva so you can get access to the premium package and then actually be able to have good, clear images in your course when you design it. Okay. That's an option. Maybe you have access to, let's say, Microsoft Word. You can design a downloadable guide and write that tomorrow. That's free, right? Google Docs is free, right? So I want you to also, because we always put cost ahead of taking action, and that's what usually gets in our way. That's what slows us down. You do not need $1 million to do this. I have the QR code here. Hustle Forward Academy is my membership. I am currently building out a course myself. And so my special offer for my Vonza audience today, my Vonza friends, is that if you want to create your irresistible offer, build your dream business and market like a professional, I am building my course out for the 5P framework, and you will get to learn it and watch me market and grow it from behind the scenes, right in Hustle Forward Academy. Okay, so if that is something you're interested in, Hustle Forward Academy, it's accountability and action-based coaching. Every single month, there's master classes, there's coaching calls, there's guides, there's workshops, connection. You can make connections. We do co-working sessions. And if you are in the mastermind, you actually have one on one sessions. And I teach you everything from marketing, how to focus on your money generating activities, how to get those 5 P's nice and tight so that that is not a hole in your business that is preventing you from hitting your income goals. I teach all of that. Okay. So currently accepting new members because I'm building my course out as we speak, and my members are going to get to watch for a limited amount of time. The first 2 weeks are free, and it's only $99 a month. That is going to go up. It is going up in the new year. But while I'm building it out, I wanted to make this special offer to you guys. Get 2 weeks free and also have access to all of the learning and the course as I'm building it. So you can follow this journey and follow me at Hustle Forward Academy. You can click the link there, or you can just use the QR code here. So that's it for my presentation. Do you guys have any questions?
Wow, that is amazing. You put so much information out there. Woo! I told you guys, Sheila is a fireball. You know, the 5 P's, right? To
Yeah,
help you to make that coins, and you just broke it down so easy. And congratulations for your membership and for
oh, perfect.
your upcoming course. Sheila, you got to be a Vonza night. You got to put that course on Vonza. I'm putting on
Yes.
blast right now. I'm putting on blast right now. Okay? So you gotta put that course on Vonza. I'm also making a promise to you now. Put it on Vonza, DM me, message me, let me know it's on Vonza. I want to help you promote it as well. Okay. So
Yes.
we're gonna share with our audience, and we're gonna take some part of this and say, hey guys, get it. I'm trying to help you get some more money, right?
Yes,
That's what we
definitely.
gotta do. We gotta help each other. We have to promote one another. We got to help us help more people, right?
Yes.
So that's good. So I'm holding you to that. You gotta put that course on Vonza, right? So
Yes.
guys, there's a 2 minutes delay between questions and before it shows on the screen. So if you
Uh,
have questions right now, make sure you ask those questions right now, because before it shows on the screen, it's going to be 2 minutes from now. Sheila, you said so much. And I like the name of your academy, Also Forward,
thank
because some
you.
people, they just also backward, right? And they wonder why they're not getting these coins from this online industry, right? But you
Yeah.
got to also forward, and you got to invest in coaching and mentorship and courses from great people like Sheila that can help you do that. And of course, you gotta, this is a free conference put together by Vonza, the best all-in-one platform for creators and coaches. Vonza will empower creators and coaches to, create their online business with simplicity, no longer having 12 different platforms and trying to tie them all together. And these platforms don't really like each other, don't talk well with each other, and running crazy about tech integrations. We built a simple to use all-in-one platform. So anybody, I mean anybody with a knowledge, with a skill, with an expertise, you can turn it into an ebook, into a course, into a guide, into downloads, into whatever format, and put it on Vonza and sell it on Vonza. All you have to do is to put it on Vonza and do the marketing, and Vonza takes care of the tech for you. Vonza is like your tech support team. It's like your extra staff. Vonza automates your business to you. So everybody, we also promise $1,000 to give away during this summit. So everybody who signs up for Vonza during this summit, we're going to check the data. You don't have to do anything. Just sign up for any of our paid plan. We're going to apply $1,000 credit on the back end. So we're going to break it down into a couple of months for you. Okay. So if you sign up for Vonza during the summit that ends on Wednesday, first time customer won't see that account, right? You can be on a free trial now because you have a 14-day free trial, right? So sign up for 14-day free trial, but upgrade fast before the summit ends. Then we're going to apply $1,000 credit. So that means we give you 50% off for for until $1,000 credit is exhausted. Okay, so we're giving everybody $1,000, right? So you have
Yes.
to sign up for Vonza during the summit, upgrade to a paid plan fast before the summit ends. Once we say that you upgraded to a paid plan, we're going to apply $1,000 to everybody. So which I'm really, really excited about because I like savings. That's $1,000 savings that Vonza is investing into your business. So let's have the questions coming. Lashela said thank you.
Oh,
Tommy said yes. Legit said T. I don't know what that means, but I think that means good. Mental Escape said the fact that this summit is free with the speakers and this information is wow. Thank you so much. Mental Escapes, I don't know if that's the real name, but hey, we want to also not only give you a free summit, we also want to put $1,000 into your business. Okay, to sign up for Vonza in this during the summit, make sure you upgrade to the paid plan. You can't be on a free trial. Once you upgrade, we're going to put $1,000 back into your business. So we're going to give you $1,000 credit, right? So we want to give $1,000 to the business. I'm also going to empower you to succeed. To not just give you money, but also have free courses and programs we're going to give to you as well. All right. Tavia said, "Love your energy, Shayla. That's amazing."
thank you.
Todd said, loving this black excellence. Yeah, Todd, what are you creating today too? We want to celebrate your excellence as well. Is it an ebook, a guide, a course, a coaching program? Please sign up for Vonza. We're going to give you a free coaching and course that will help you do that as well. And Dr. Faye said, collaboration is the key. Thank you. Renita said, great information, Shayla.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Renita. Tavia said, pricing is my struggle. I love what I do, and I've been told by many I do not change enough. How do I push past that fear and ask for what I deserve? Come on, Sheila. Help a sister out here.
Yes. So this oftentimes the struggle that CEOs are having when it comes to pricing, when it comes to talking about their offer, when it comes to putting it out there and being confident in what you're charging. Um, it's a confidence issue, but really it's because we haven't tracked our wins. A lot of times we have not tracked our wins, and there's a few things you can do. It's a mind game, it's a mind trick, right? There's a few things you can do that will almost trick your mind into feeling more confident, so that you feel better about charging enough. One, take a look at your experience. Take the time to sit down this week and write out what it is that you've done that qualifies you. Why do you feel like you were the person to help solve the problem for who you want to help? Why is it you? Number two, I want you to write down all of your wins from this year. What I like to do annually is write myself a birthday letter every single year. So I got one. My birthday is coming up next month. I actually was working on the letter last night.
Wow.
And in that letter, I'm like, dear Shayla, girl, you killed it. You killed it in 2023. This is what you accomplished. This is what you did. And let's be clear, it's not just professional stuff, it's personal stuff too. Confidence is about who we are as a person, a whole person. And when you feel good about who you are as a person and you feel good about feeling qualified, right? Because that's that imposter syndrome getting in your way to push past that fear and to feel like you are qualified to do what you're called to do, you have got to honor what you've accomplished already. And so in this birthday letter, literally every year, I'm like, exactly, track your wins. I am like, hey, Shayla, girl, this is what you did. I know you're going to kill it next year. This next year's going to be better than the last year because you did X, Y, and Z. You did this. You work with these brands. You did X. And when I do that, I always read it on my birthday, and I like to go back to it. I actually just reread my letter from 2020, and just looking at all the things that I've done. And let's be clear, it isn't about money. It isn't about any of that. Like I was able to free up time to have more quality time with my husband, right? That's how I ended up with a baby. I was able to
Okay.
we were
That's
able to
good.
vacation more. We were able to eat out more. That year, I took him to like an anniversary. We did anniversary dinner.
Nice.
We did like a 6 course meal, right? Like we were able to live more life and experiences because I got out of my own way,
Hmm.
right? And so writing that letter will help you. And honestly, if you want, you can write a letter for what you've accomplished. And then something me and my best friend do every year in January is we write a letter to ourselves as if the year has already happened. So
Mm,
in 2024, January 2024, I'm going to write a letter to myself
this is good.
and I'm going to say, hey, Shayla, girl, it's December 2024. Let me tell you what you've done. And by
Mm.
looking backwards, right? Looking backwards, but from the future to tell myself what I accomplished, what I was able to do, it literally will trick your mind into like, okay, like I can do this. And instantly your brain, your subconscious is going to start doing the work of figuring out how to get it done.
Wow, that is amazing. Write a letter to your future self. Write a birthday letter. That is amazing. Let's put this one more time on the screen. Guys, you want to follow her. You want to is also for the academy. Is that your primary uh Instagram IG, or that's your business Instagram IG?
That's the business IG. If you want to follow me, and it all literally ties together, but you can follow Shayla Renato.
Okay.
It's my first and last name, Shayla Renato, um, on IG, Facebook, everywhere. But on IG is where you will see a lot of it. And you can watch me in my stories. I'm always sharing what I'm up to.
So I'm going to follow you too today. So everybody, let's make sure we follow her and make sure that you scan that code and let's tap in as well. That is so amazing. So somebody said, how do you learn how to get good in package at
At
package?
packaging. Oh, that's a really good question. I'm going to tell you a secret. So if you're somebody who is not, you're like, Shayla, I don't get the graphics. I can't do graphic design. That is not my thing. Listen, listen. Here's the secret. Y'all got a pen. Y'all writing this down.
Mm-hmm.
Go on Fiverr. Go on what is the other one where you can hire people?
Upwork.
Upwork. Go on Fiverr. Go on Upwork. Canva is good. It has templates. But if you know you need a little bit more, let's say you're building out your course, you're ready to upload it to Vonza, but you know it's ugly. I mean, it's just not, you're not the graphics person.
Hey, Dr. E.
Use your
So I'm going to tell you
resources and go to Fiverr, go to Upwork, or what you can also do, get an intern for your business. Get an intern. Go to your local university, or you can use there's another platform for interns, and of course I'm not going to be able to think of it off the top of my head, but there's a platform out there specifically where college students go to apply for internships and they look for opportunities. As a small business, you can get a graphic design intern and let them take care of the graphics and the packaging yourself. Packaging is all about that final packaging and appearance, especially for service based businesses like all of us who are building digital empires. That appearance is really important, right? And so people trust the clean, they trust the well put together. And so if you know you need help with that, those are some resources you can use.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shayla. So I'm going to follow you. Everybody, make sure you follow her, right? She's having a course coming soon on Vonza, and we're also going to help promote it as well. And we're excited for her success. And please say hi to your 18-month-old baby, okay? You can
I
hear the
will.
voice on the background cheering you up, So that's really awesome. Thank you. God bless you. And I will talk to you soon, okay?
All righty. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
Okay. All right, guys, that was amazing, amazing, amazing. So now we come to the last episode for today. And today I'm going to show you the actual steps that is going to take you and help you to build a digital product. How many of you would like for me to teach you right now exactly how to make $10,000 a month? I'm going to feel right now. Let me put a one on the chat if that is you. Put a one on the chat if that is you. You'd like for me to teach you right now how to make $10,000 from scratch. Even if you have no ebook, you have no course, you have nothing, but you just want to make money online, right? I'm going to feel right now. I know there's a 2 minutes delay, but let me know if you'd like for me to teach you and help you make $10,000 a month. I'm going to give you the practical step. I'm going to give you the cheat code, right? I'm going to show you how to do it if you are lazy, okay? So I'm going to teach the lazy method now. All right. Dr. Loretta said, Dr. Guillory said, I like the scenario. Courtney said one. Tola said one. Michelle said one. Cyber Mission said one. Cyber Missions, your name is scary. Ooh, Cyber Missions. Okay, but it's good, all right. Flower, Son in the Music said one. Flower Lovers Group said one. Lashela said one. Travis said one. All right. So we're going to keep this between us as a secret, okay? So I'm going to teach you exactly. If I was to start all over today, how will I make $10,000 in my first month? Assuming that I'm lazy, I don't know how to create content, I don't know how to do anything, but I just want to make $10,000 a month from digital products. I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. And I'm going to teach you how to make that money. Okay, using Vonza, I'm going to teach you how to do it with digital product. Now, I don't have a slide, share video, share screen. So let's see if I can share my screen to this. Let me know if you can see $10,000 a month on my screen. Let me know if you can see it. Let me know if you can see it so we can get started right here and I can show you guys how you can make $1,000 a month if you are lazy or you don't like. Oh, I have to put on my screen. Uh, can you see $10,000 a month? Let me know if you can see it, guys. I'm waiting to make sure you can see it because I don't have any feedback. Can you see $10,000 a month? Let me know. Okay, so I'm sure you can see it, right? You can see, put a one on the chat. Oh, somebody said no. All right, let's see now if you can see it because there's a little delay, so it's really affecting if you guys can see it or not. Okay, you can see $10,000. All right, so if I was to start all over again, right, and I was lazy, right, I have no content. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my Microsoft Word screen? Okay, I think it's a back coming on now. Okay, so if I was lazy, I have no content, right? But I want to make $10,000 a month, right? So again, I'm lazy. I put a red on it. I have no content and I have no idea what to do. Okay, so this is exactly what I would do to make $10,000 a month. Now, I'm going to show you just doing ebook. Okay, I'm going to show you ebook. Let's focus on ebook as a digital product. But remember that you can create more than an ebook. Let me do a blue on this now, right? So what kind of digital product you can create? You can create an ebook, you can create a course, and you can create guides. Okay, this is just three. Okay, or you can even create coaching. Let's make it four, right? Let's make it four. All right, so I want to make 10,000 a month. You can create an ebook, can create a course, can create guides, can create coaching. So let's say my ebook, I sell it at $47, right? $47. Let's say my course, I sell it for $297 because I'm just getting started. Let's say my guide, I sell it for $47. Let's say my coaching, because I'm just getting started, I sell it for $1,000. Okay. So let's do the math. Okay. Money is math, right? Write it down. Don't forget that. Money is math. Before you make money, make sure that you understand the math. Because once you understand the math, you will always make money. So if I want to make $10,000 a month, I only need how many? I only need 10 customers, right? I only need 10 customers equals to $10,000 a month, right? We're going somewhere now. Just follow me. Somebody do the math for me. I don't think I can wait for the math because of the 2 minutes delay. So if I want to make $10,000 a month and I want to sell a $47 guide, I need 202 sales. Okay. I need 200 202 customers, right? Okay, to make what? $10,000 a month. See, money is math. It's super easy. All right, I want to make $10,000 a month, and my course is 297. How many sales I need? I need 33 sales, right? So I need 33 sales, 33 customers, right? 33 customers, right? And that will be equals to $10,000 a month, right? Or my ebook, if I do my ebook for $47, I'll need 33 customers, right? It's still gonna be equals to $10,000 a month. Okay, so you all see the math now. I hope you're following, right? So if you want to make money online, start with the end, then reverse engineer. So if I want to make $10,000 a month, I already know what my numbers are, right? I need 33 customers. No, it's not 33, it's 212 customers, right? I need 212 customers for my ebook to buy it every month, or I need create a course. I can sell it for only 297. I only need 33 customers to buy it at 297 to do 10,000. If I can have a guide, a digital guide, a digital download, I only need what? 10. For if it's $47, I only need 212. But if I have a coaching program, right, you can start low. You can start coaching program. You can do a group coaching. Let me make it even better here. Do a group coaching program, right, whereby you do a 6 weeks. Let's say you do a 6 weeks group coaching program, and you charge $1,000, right? If you get 10 customers, it will be $10,000, right? So you just talk to people. How do you get these customers? You go on your social media, right? You go on your social media and say, hey, I'm starting a 6 weeks group coaching program. By next week or by next month, you go to your Vonza platform, create a form link, a course link, a membership link. It doesn't matter what format you use on Vonza, right? And you give it to people on your social media and they join, they pay $1,000. You only need 10 customers to get to $10,000. Now, what is the lazy man approach? You are lazy, or you believe you have no content, but you want to create an ebook. How do you create it? Let me show you. Are you ready for me to show you? Now, you go to this site called Fiverr. Okay, let me change this color to black, right? You go to Fiverr, right? What do you do at Fiverr? You go to Fiverr, right? You search for ebook specialists. All you have to do is to tell them, hey, I want to write me a 40-page ebook, right? I want to write me a 40-page ebook on Fiverr, and make sure you add some photos, and maybe the ebook title could be how to stop snoring. It doesn't matter. It could be how to stop snoring, or your ebook title will be how to make money online in 4 weeks. Right? It doesn't matter what the title of your ebook is. Remember, you don't have to write it. You don't have to write it. This is where a lot of people get. You don't have to write your ebook. Let me say one more time. You don't have to write your ebook. Just go to Fiverr and find somebody to write this ebook for you, right? So how much can they charge you on Fiverr? You can literally get somebody to write this ebook for you for $50. Right? Remember, you are lazy. You're a lazy creator, and it's okay. It is okay. I'm giving you permission right now. It is okay to be a lazy creator or a lazy coach when it comes to creating your content, right? So you pay somebody $50 on Fiverr to write your ebook for you. Make sure that they give it to you in PDF, right? So make sure they give you this ebook in PDF. Now you get this ebook in PDF. What do? You go to your Vonza platform. And when you go to your Vonza platform, you upload that PDF, right? The same thing with a course. You can literally get somebody to create a course for you. I can create a course for you if you need help, or you can find another person to literally create a course for you. Remember, this is the lazy person approach to creating content. I love this so much. The lazy person or the lazy creator approach to creating content, right? So you can you can contact me, put on your social media and say, hey, I need somebody to help me create a course. How much could you pay somebody to create a course for you? What should you create a course for? Create a course around your passion. Okay, let me do this red. Around your passion, your story, right? What's your story? Maybe you overcame abuse and trauma. Now you can create a course to help people to overcome abuse and trauma. Or you know how to fix credit. Create a course to teach people how to fix credit, right? Or your expertise, right? Your passion, your story, your skill, your expertise, right? This is the main ways you can create a course. Don't overthink it, right? Find something that you're passionate about, or is your story of how you overcame something, or a skill. Like Brittany have a course teaching people how to create coaching programs, right? I have a course teaching people how to create coaching programs. It doesn't matter what you, oh, maybe your course will be how to pray, and get results. People will buy that course, right? People will buy that course. It doesn't matter what the title is about, right? So, how much would you pay somebody? So, it depends. Usually, it might cost anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 in general, right? So, for someone to create a course for you, right? But again, you only need 33 customers to make $10,000, right? So it might cost you up to this to create the course. So again, the lazy creator way to creating anything. You can even go on Fiverr too and have somebody, or put on Vonza community that you need help creating a course, and somebody's going to create that course for you. It's the same way for guides or 6 weeks coaching program. You can also reach me or anybody else and say, I need help to create a coaching program. Can you help me? And trust me, somebody is going to help you to create that course. Now, let's assume now we fast forward that you have that course created, right? So now you have that course created. I'm not seeing comments, guys. Please get the comments coming, get the comments coming, get the comments coming, get the comments coming, guys. Okay. So let's say you get that course created. How do you, or let's use an ebook, for example, because it's faster to create an ebook. You pay this guy. Let's go to Fiverr. Okay. If you don't know the site, here's a site. I hope this site will show. Go to Fiverr and put ebook, for example, right? So it's what I'm saying. This guy for $65 will create your ebook for you. This guy for $40 will write and create your ebook for you. This guy 75, this guy 95. So you can choose anybody to write your ebook for you. So they give you as a PDF, remember? So now how do you create that PDF on Vonza? That's what I'm going to show you now. So I've already logged into my Vonza dashboard, right? You go to commerce, right? Then you go to products. Okay. Let me know if you can see my screen. Teach me how to work smarter. Yes, Dr. Loretta, that's what I'm talking about, right? You don't have to create it. You don't have to write it, right? Pay somebody to help you create your course. Pay somebody to help you create your ebook. Again, if you need help, send me a DM. I'll be happy to help you. This is Creators Month. We are really trying to help creators today, right? So remember, if you create a free account on Vonza, not a free account, if you create an account on Vonza during the summit, we are going to give you $1,000, right? So that means we're going to credit you on the back end. We're going to put a coupon for $1,000 for you for the life of your account, okay? So make sure you take advantage. So now I just got my ebook back in a form of a PDF. I've gotten it from my Fiverr guy. I go to Vonza. I go to commerce, I go to products, right? So I'll go to add product. So digital, make sure because it's a digital product. With Vonza, you can do both physical and digital products. So, but now I'm doing a digital product. Let's say my digital product is how to get social media sales in 4 weeks, right? The best guide, the best ebook guide, right? So that's the title. Then the subtitle, this is the best ebook on the planet, right? I mean, write whatever you want to write for your subtitle. It's just an example. Okay, price $47, right? So add image. So I'm just going to pick up any image from my computer. Okay, image. Let's see, image. Let me use this one. Bam. I use this image, right? Be the cover image for my ebook. Okay, right? Then I'll save it. Okay, simple. It literally takes less than 2 minutes to create an ebook on Vonza. This is how easy Vonza is. Okay, so remember the title of the ebook is how to get social media sales in 4 weeks, right? This is the subtitle. This is the price. Then you can put more description. Get this ebook now and start selling on social media, right? Again, you can add more stuff to it. Then you save. So now you can add highlights and other stuff. Sometimes just keep it simple, right? Just go to downloadable content. What is downloadable content? That's the actual PDF or the guide or whatever you are selling. So I'll go to my folder. This is the ebook I'm selling in the form of a PDF, right? Open, upload. Guys, it really takes less than 2 minutes to create and sell an ebook on Vonza. Okay, so I've already uploaded it now, right? So what do I do now? The next thing I need to do is to publish. Okay, I'll click on this icon, then I'll publish it. It's really simple. Can you believe in less than 2 minutes, I went from a lazy creator to making my first ebook in less than 2 minutes. I did not even write this ebook. I went to Fiverr, I got somebody to do it. So now what do? I copy the link, right? And I'll set this link on social media. So I can even preview this link right here. Let's see how it looks like, okay? Bam, right? This is the ebook. See, add to cart. Anybody can buy now. I just created this ebook in less than 2 minutes. So you copy that link and you start sharing that link on your social media, so your email, to your group and everything, right? So guys, you see how easy it is to make and create a product on Vonza in less than 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes, I went from being broke. I went from being broke. I went from being broke, right? Broke and lazy content creator. I went from being a broke and lazy coach to now creating an ebook for $47. And I did not write that ebook whatsoever, right? And now, guess what? I only need 202 customers to make $10,000. How many of you believe, let me know now, how many of you believe that if you create an ebook, right, and you put it on your social media, that in 1 month, in 2 months, or even in 3 months, you can get 202 people to buy it for $47 and you're going to make $10,000. How many of you believe you can do that? Lashela say I have to do better on my Vonza account. Lashela, I'll be telling you, it took less than 2 minutes for me to do this. Lashela, you should come to the Making Millions Mastermind as well. And everybody, I also want to plug too, we have the Making Millions Mastermind in Atlanta coming up soon. Let me put a link here, Millions 23, right? So we also have a 2 days conference in Atlanta, right? Somebody put the link on let me put the link actually. Let me put the link. Yeah. and put a link, right? If you want to come to Atlanta for 2 days to get more training, we have the Making Millions Mastermind that will also help you. We're going to help you. We're going to actually help you write that ebook and launch it in 2 days, okay? But if you cannot come to Atlanta, that is fine. You can just follow exactly what I've showed you. This ebook is ready for $47. So let me know what you think, right? Let me know if you have any questions. I mean, this is a simple way. The Lazy Man Guide. Oh, I think I need to create a ebook too called the Lazy Man Guide to Making $10,000 Online, or the Lazy Creator Guide to Creating $10,000 Online. I'm going to create this ebook, right? That will teach people who are lazy how to make money online without doing any of the work, right? So you can see how easy it is to create an ebook and make money online. So let me know in the comments. Let me know if you love this. Let me know what your thoughts are. Remember, we are giving $1,000 to every new customer today. Lashela said, I'm sleeping on money. Lashela, I'm telling you, I think you are. Just to be honest with you, right? I think you are, but you are not alone. That's a good thing. You are not alone. A lot of people are also sleeping on money. Guys, how do you make $10,000? Let me even take all of this out. Let me just focus on this one, because this is the easiest way to make money online. 202 customers, right? What about if you only got, let's say you cannot get 100 customers, you only can get 50 people to buy. 50 times $47. How much is that? Right? 50 times $47. Let me do my math real quick to see how much is that. 50 times 47. Wow, you just made $2,350. How many of you believe or know that if you can make only $2,350 every single month, that is, oh, sorry, it's 47, not 57. That is a good passive income. That is a good passive income. If all you can make is $2,350. Guess what? What can you do with this, right? You can pay your mortgage or rent, right? You can pay your car note, right? You can go on vacation. What else can you do with this money? Right? If all you made was just selling to 50 people, you only sold 50 people and you made $2,350. You can go on vacation, you can pay your mortgage, you can pay your rent. What else can you do? You can even retire your mom, right? What else can you do with additional $2,350 a month, right? So again, if you need help, DM me and say I need help. We want to really help you. We want to really help you make money, okay? Okay, pay down debt. What else can you do with extra $2,350 a month? Only 50 sales. That's all you need. Only 50 sales, right? But again, if you can get if you can get 202 sales every month, you're gonna do $10,000 a month, and that is six figures. Let me put it right there. Six figure, the magical number. Six figure. Everybody want to make six figure. Michelle Groove said, thanks, I'm getting started with it. So guys, it is so easy, okay? So let me show you guys one more thing. If you don't have a Vonza account, go right now to Vonza.com. Go to pricing page. Choose monthly or annual, it doesn't matter. But choose monthly for this example. Choose basic or pro. If I was you, I would go with pro, because pro is just have more features than basic, right? Choose the pro plan and put in your credit card and everything. Sign up today, right? When you sign up today, guess what? We're going to give you $1,000. So that means we're going to give you $1,000 credit towards the life of your account. Every month, after your first payment, every month you're going to get a 25% coupon until $1,000 is all spent on the platform. So Vonza literally is giving you $1,000, and also too is going to help you to launch that ebook, that course, that membership, whatever it is you're offering, to help you do $10,000 a month. Again, you don't have to even make 10,000. You can just make $2,000 a month just by selling a ebook for $47 to 50 people every month. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop my share. So I hope I'm stopping my share now. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Legit affiliate marketing said that is great. Thank you. Legit said that's a good idea. Michelle said I got it. Thanks. I'm getting starting with the ebook. Yes, that is good. Remember, take advantage of this $1,000 that Vonza is giving to you today. Sign up for Vonza plan, and we're going to give you $1,000 over the next couple of months. Okay, because mentor escapes, and because it is something you are educated about, share what you created and help people, but you didn't have to spend a lot of time putting it together. Yes, thank you. Son in the music said, thank you, doctor and guest, for the awesome information. Dr. Loretta said, excellent theme. And Lashela says, stay good. Yeah, mental escapes to pay down the debt. Yes, 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 yes. Cyber Mission say thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the easy way to make money with digital products using Vonza. Okay, so make sure you sign up today. Once you sign up today, we're going to offer $1,000 credit. It's going to be 25% every month after your first month for the life of your account. Okay, so we're going to give you $1,000 just to help you to launch that business. And Tola said, take advantage of the Vonza plan today. Yes, make sure you take advantage. Go to Vonza.com, go through the pricing page so that you don't have to get to the trial. Because if you're on trial, you're not going to get the special. Okay, you get the special. Then remember, we're going to be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can get the notification for tomorrow. We're going to be back at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have so much more value to bring. We have great speakers, right, that would really, really blow your minds tomorrow. So make sure that you are on, and make sure you sign up for Vonza today. And if you need any help, DM me, right, or send an email and say you need help, and then I or somebody on my team will be happy to help you and help you make money. We really want to help you as a creator or a coach to make money online. Let me know if there are any other questions today. I'll be happy to answer your questions. If you have any other question, let me know. I'll be happy to answer your questions for the next few minutes before we call it a day. It's been an amazing, amazing, amazing session. Remember, I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're giving $1,000 today to creators, and I hope that you get it as well. So let me know if you have any question. If not, go ahead and sign up for the Vonza plan today. Make sure you use the pricing page like I showed you earlier so that you can get this special that we are offering to you. All right, so I think that's going to be it. I don't know if there's any question or if there's a delay, because there's a 2 minutes delay. All right. So I want to assume, all right. So if you really got some good information, put a yes on the chat. I want to make sure everybody's still on. If you got some really good information, put a yes on the chat. Put a yes on the chat. Put a yes on the chat. Yes, yes. It's really that simple to make money online. Get that ebook done. Don't even worry about a course. You may be not ready for a course yet. Just create that digital product, create that ebook, create that guide, create stuff. Okay. I need help with the program. Okay, Flowers, a lovers group. Find me on Facebook. Uyi Abraham, right? DM me, okay? DM me on Facebook, and I or somebody on my team will reach out to you. I will be happy to help you, okay? But everybody, go ahead now, create your Vonza account so we can give you that $1,000. We'll talk soon. Have a blessed day. We'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST, okay? Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.